You don't just slander someone with horrible and awful things for as long as he did at the reunion and then expect it to all be cool, Kroll tells People. Jarrett J.K. Thomas and Austen Kroll came face-to-face in the December 5 premiere of Southern Charm Season 10 after the former tried to perform a boy exorcism on the Trop Hop beer founder during the Season 9 reunion. Kroll tells People he expected it to be awful, awful, awful when he met up with Thomas again. Thomas has since decided to quit Southern Charm and did not complete his filming obligations for Season 10. Jarrett J.T. Thomas came hard for Austen Kroll in the Southern Charm Season 9. The two got into a physical fight in the finale, and then Thomas, 39, tried to perform a boy exorcism on Kroll, 37, during the reunion. So when Season 10 picked back up on Thursday, December 5, Kroll found himself trying to be the bigger man, literally and metaphorically, he tells People. If you have to be around him, you're old enough to know it's just going to be awful, awful, awful. Every time that you see him, you just don't want to punch him in the face. I am trying my hardest in the beginning to fight these tendencies. When the group reunites at the Carolina Cup horse race in South Carolina in the Season 10 premiere, I'm trying to figure it out on the fly of what am I going to do. How am I going to be around this person? Kroll, who's been dating Audrey Pratt for 11 months, says of Thomas, I don't trust him as far as I can throw him, which actually I could probably throw him pretty far, if we're being honest. So that's where my head is. Thomas, who has since resigned from the show, tried to make light of his return by distributing canes to his friends at the horse race as he needed one to walk following an ATV accident he got into in Costa Rica. After my near-death experience, I was thinking about you, Thomas said to Kroll in the December 5 premiere. I think I was a little harsh on you during the exorcism. I'm happy as hell for you that you got a girlfriend. So, I got something for you. As Thomas handed over the cane to Kroll, the Trop Hop beer founder asked Thomas if he planned to beat him with it. I'm not fighting with you, Thomas said. This is your cane because you turned over a new leaf. Kroll believes Thomas had been trying to very clearly be something that you aren't. Even Patricia Altschul did not appreciate the gesture. I am genuinely offended, the 83-year-old pulled the cameras in the December 5 premiere. What's next? A wheelchair? I don't know what in the hell he was thinking. It was kind of a stupid gift in my estimation. Kroll admits there's still some bad blood on my end between him and Thomas. You don't just slander someone with horrible and awful things for as long as he did at the reunion and then expect it to all be cool. He says, since Thomas decided to step away from the show, he doesn't plan to reflect on Season 10 at the reunion at the end of the season. In the Bravo universe, there are like 3 certainties. There's death, there's taxes, and there's your Earth. In reunion, Kroll says, you go to your reunion, you face the music, you hopefully face it in a good enough manner so you can clean slate it and move on. It's very apparent to me that he doesn't want to have to face the music for all the things that you're about to see on this upcoming season. The December 5 episode also saw Kroll sit down with Craig Conover and Shep Rose after he and Conover, 35, stepped away from their friendships with the reality star due to Rose's excessive drinking at BravoCon 2023. If anybody can give help, guidance, support, or harsh correction, it's us, right? And you guys didn't do any of that, Rose told Conover and Kroll in the premiere. And that hurt more than you'll ever know. While Conover said he didn't want to be associated with Shep's unhealthy behavior, Kroll didn't want to create as strict of a boundary. I'd always feel like I'm caught in the middle with those two, Kroll says. I have always said that Craig is over here on the far left and Shep is over here on the far right. Non-politically speaking, and I'm in the middle somewhere. Craig finds it easier to cut people out and off than I do. It weighs on me heavy. In the moment, Craig is just super pissed at Shep for being Shep. But we all know who Shep is. We're like, hey dude, time to usher in a new era. Rose attended an ayahuasca retreat in Costa Rica earlier this year, and in the December 5 episode, Rose told Kroll that he had a vision of Kroll's late sister while on the trip. Today, Kroll describes his friendship with Rose as great. I'm definitely glad where we ended and where Shep's headspace was at for these opening talks together. Talks I've been wanting to have for ages, but maybe have been waiting for the right moment to have, Kroll says.